Despite the fact that Disney's newest woke live-action remake, Race Swap Snow White, isn't set to hit theaters until sometime next year, they're still getting absolutely flamed for it right now. And it's because of those set pictures that came out. After the pictures were leaked that Disney tried to claim were fake, they were so embarrassed by what people were talking about in the pictures that got released, they tried to claim it was fake before being forced to admit, no, these are real pictures. And it has reignited a storm. It brought up what Rachel Zegler had said before. Rachel Zegler's comments resurfaced about Snow White and have sparked more backlash. That was her saying, you know, it's not 1937 anymore. We're not going to have someone who gets saved by a man or by a prince. It's not going to be about her finding love. It's going to be about her finding her agency. And it has just continued to steamroll. And it's brought up things that happened that Disney got destroyed for in the past, like taking Peter Dinklage's comments and deciding that they were going to overcorrect. Peter Dinklage rips Disney's Snow White remake a fucking backwards story about dwarves. A year and a half ago, Peter Dinklage blasted Disney because he said it's not enough that it's a Latina Snow White. You have to do something about representation. It's not okay to show dwarves like that. Well, just like what happened back then, the dwarf community, the actor community has risen up to say, go fuck yourself, Peter Dinklage, and go fuck yourself, Disney. When they look at pictures like this, they're pissed because they feel like they're losing jobs. When you have one dwarf there and a bunch of just, these people are all different genders and different colors. They look like a bunch of freaks with their outfits. Reportedly, they're going to be called the bandits in this movie. But now Disney is once again getting slammed. You have famous dwarf actors that are coming out and blasting Peter Dinklage and blasting Disney once again. Dylan Hornswoggle Postal speaks out on Snow White remake, axing dwarf roles. Dylan Postal says it's not right for Disney to take away roles from actors of his stature by removing the dwarf characters from the new Snow White. And he wrote an entire article right here. Disney's progressive casting is ruining my career. This is over on Newsweek, and the entire thing goes through his evolution, his life, his career, how he never thought he was going to be able to do this or that because of his stature, but he found a niche. He found something that worked well. And now Disney, by apparently listening to Peter Dinklage, who's already made all this money as a dwarf actor, who wants to then pull up the ladder behind him for all these other people, that they have destroyed his career with their progressivism. And he's not the only one. Wee Man, if you remember Wee Man from Jackass, Wee Man is destroying this as well. Wee Man blasts Disney over Snow White remake. Earlier this week, actor Dylan Postal, like we talked about, shared his thoughts on Disney's upcoming movie, and now Jackass star Wee Man was asked by TMZ, quote, "It's a bad thing. I'm not agreeing with it. One, because what they're doing is pretty much replacing jobs that people could have as little people, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's for dwarves." And that seems to be the response from virtually everybody, regardless of their height. It's, why would you do something like this? One, why do all these people look like such weirdos and freaks in this movie? And of course, Snow White doesn't look like Snow White in this movie either, so I guess you gotta go with that. The fact that right after Peter Dinklage's comments were out there about how offensive it was to him, that Disney immediately said, okay, don't worry, we're gonna do something. We're not gonna be as offensive with dwarves. Don't worry, guys, without even understanding like what effect that would actually have. They're so quick to virtue signal and to show how woke and progressive that they are, that at the end of the day, you have actual actors with dwarfism that are calling you out because you're taking jobs away from them. You're destroying their careers because you don't want to be offensive. I think this is going to end up performing even worse than Little Mermaid, to be honest with you. I think it's going to get absolutely destroyed whenever it does come out, especially with the comments that Rachel Zegler continues to make. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.